What's at stake with the Ravens and Cowboys playing each other this weekend?
A lot, I would say. Look, I think the Ravens are going to come out of it regardless. It's just the strength of their program. I mean, it's what John Harbaugh's built there over nearly 2 decades. There's been a lot of transition on the roster, this year, and so you lose Mike McDonald. And I reminded people this week, like, Zach Orr is really well thought of as their new defensive coordinator, and they picked him over maybe making a run at getting Jesse Minter away from John's brother. Jesse obviously worked with John in Baltimore before he ever went to Michigan. Anthony Pleasant, was another choice that they had. He winds up going to Miami to be the defensive coordinator. Denard Wilson is now the defensive coordinator in Tennessee. So they picked Zach Orr over a lot of guys that were well thought of. Go back and look at Mike McDonald's second game in 2022 when he came over from Michigan, right? Mike McDonald and his defense got lit up for 42 points and over 500 yards in Miami. And there were a lot of these same narratives out there about Mike that you hear about, like Zach Orr now, which is like, did they make the right choice? I'd say Mike McDonald worked out pretty well over time. So that's one piece of it. And then there's the guys in the roster, right? So Patrick Queen's gone, Trenton Simpson's in there. They think he's going to be an upgrade eventually. Is he right away? Maybe not. On the offensive line, they say goodbye to 60% of that offensive line this offseason. John Simpson's gone. Kevin Zeitler's gone. Morgan Moses is gone. They think over time, Andrew Voorhees, Daniel Falele, and Roger Rosengarten are going to be upgrades. But, in the immediate aftermath, sometimes there's a little bit of an adjustment period. So I think the Ravens are going to be okay. And I think it's about those young players getting their feet underneath them and the new defensive coordinator getting more comfortable. The Cowboys are massively interesting now because, like, we've seen one really impressive week and we've seen one really awful week. So who are they? With everything that team's been through over the last, couple months with CD's contract, with Dak's contract, Mike McCarthy being in his contract situation. Obviously, there've been noise about Micah Parsons and his contract. I'm going to just be really interested to see how that team handles having gotten punched in the mouth by a Saints team that's playing really, really well. And I think going and having to play in the Ravens, play the Ravens in week 3. A Ravens team is desperate for a win. To be a really, really great litmus test.
I can't wait for that. You're not wrong. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.